What are we going to learn today?
Hello and welcome to 3MG TV. My name's Shane, and today we have an advanced theory course. It's going to be taught by Jay Shepard. He has a master's in classical guitar performance and teaches classes at Arkansas State University.
Hello, this is Jay Shepard from Arkansas State University. Today we're going to talk about some diminished intervals and some other augmented intervals other than the ones you already know. One thing you'll need to remember for the course of this lesson is the counting of the letters that make up these intervals. Notice A to B is 2 letters, so A to B flat or A to B natural is some kind of second. We don't know if it's a minor or a major second unless we know the number of half steps. This applies to the rest of the intervals. Because we'll be concerned with the number of half steps that make up these intervals, it would be wise to take a picture of this chart that illustrates each interval in half steps. Here we have a scale that is an A harmonic minor scale. The harmonic minor is just like the natural minor, except we have a raised 7th scale degree, here seen as a G sharp. This is going to present us with a problem we haven't seen before as we examine the interval from F to G sharp. Notice the interval from F to G sharp. On first glance, you'll notice that it's 3 half steps. This would normally make a minor third. In this case, however, because F to G is just going to be some kind of second, we can't call this any kind of third. So we have to use a new term for a second that is 3 half steps long. This is going to be an augmented second. In this next example, we see the inversion of the previous interval. This goes from G sharp to F. The letter names suggest that there's some kind of 7th, but it's definitely not a minor 7th because these notes are only 9 half steps apart, as opposed to 10, which is a minor 7th. In this case, we have to call this interval a diminished 7th. In a new example, we see the distance of a G sharp to a C. Notice the letter names are a 4th apart, but it's definitely not a perfect 4th because these two notes don't have 5 half steps between them. There's only 4, so we must call this interval a diminished 4th. Well, that's pretty much the idea of these augmented and diminished intervals that you didn't know before. Remember, you can apply these to unisons, seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, sevenths, and any other interval. I'll now leave you with a final example at the bottom of the page. Notice the C flat is different from the last example when we had a C natural. This makes the interval even smaller than a diminished interval. In this case, we would call it a doubly diminished 4th.
Alright everyone, I hope that made sense. If it didn't, leave some comments and ask some more questions, and we'll bother Jay again soon.